Hello awesome people, what is going on? It is BradPhusion here and welcome back to more Space Enemies Ascension. So in the last episode we just acquired this new ship called the Renaissance, which is the first large ship I think I've found in this game, other than the stations that I found, which I guess count large ships if they're mobile. But no, this is one of the first large ships I've actually found, and I think it's actually pretty cool. So this here is rather self-sufficient. It has its own assembler and its own refinery if I remember correctly. But I'm thinking of taking this back to the Outpost Alpha, which I believe is just up around about there. Yeah, right about there. Now, I'm taking it back there to simply act as a forward base of sorts. So if I happen to die, or if I ever need any resources of such, I can head back to the Outpost Alpha, use this ship along with a small mining ship, and take them out to an asteroid where I can then mine for a bit, and then return all the resources back, get them processed in the ship, and then take him back through the Stargate into my Phoenix. So let me get inside the cockpit here. Now again, I haven't really flown around with the ship too much, I've just looked at it really when I acquired it, but it's a very simple ship, it's a very nice looking ship for how simple it actually is. The only thing I noticed was I couldn't find where the refinery was. I think it's just up right next to that beacon there, but I can't be entirely too sure. It is running on battery power, at least as far as I can tell, and you got the assembler, not the assembler, the refinery's on the top, the assembler was what I was looking for. But anyway, so let me head back now. Let's go to the Outpost. Now, obviously, Blue will be here for a little while. It's a little bit too far away from the Phoenix, so I might actually have to fly that back at some point. Let me see if I can get within the cockpit of it by kind of pushing that within the little gap that I have here. Because I don't want to leave the ship behind, obviously, and I'll forget about it if I leave it in open space for too long. So let me go up here, and I should be able to get within its cockpit simply by it being here. Yes, indeed, I can. Okay, let's back it up. Let's take it back to the Phoenix. Let's park at the Phoenix, and then what we'll do is it will then take the ship over to the right location. So let's head back, park this thing up, and then we'll be back on our way in the other direction. So I just finished recording a game that I actually really much enjoy as well, called oh god, I'm gonna mess up the name so badly now, but it is, let me get it right, Robot Roller Derby Disco Dodgeball. There we go, I got it. God, it's such a pain in the ass to say, but it's actually such a fun game to play as well. If you haven't played the game, I do highly recommend it. Anyway, let me go back to the Phoenix here. What side am I on right now? I know we're on the top side, it just looked a little weird. Let me quickly come back down here. I'll dock in, and hopefully by getting out of it, you shouldn't swim me too far off the edge, but we'll just park back a little bit here anyway. So, let's go here, let's go this view, park it down ever so gently. There we go, parked, dampeners off, and we are out, and that is far too close that shouldn't be possible. Let's step back on the ledge here before we die. I think the simple fact that that wasn't welded so I couldn't see that last little bit that I was actually standing on, that was too close to comfort. Okay, so now that we're here, let's go over to the Renaissance, and we'll end up flying it back. Shouldn't take me too long to get there, if all things considered. So yeah, this has been going rather well so far. We've found quite a few awesome things actually. I'm very proud of how the series is going. I kind of want to not so much settle down, but I'm not too sure what I should be doing as an end game, since I am mostly focused on exploring, and I could just build bigger and bigger ships, but there's nothing much for me to really find, unless I find something story-wise, or if I had some sort of story element to it, other than what's kind of already been apparent with the Stargate networks and stuff that I keep finding. But anyways, we are slowly going up here, not too fast, but as long as we get to where the above side of the ship is, I can easily just drop down from its ceiling and fly the ship that way. Where is your ceiling? It's this side. Yes, the sunny side up. Okay, so once I slow down here, I'll rotate around. I pretty much will just walk myself off the Phoenix. That's all I'll do, and that should allow me to then fall within inside the ship. Then we should be good, though. I have to line it up in such a way that where I can actually fall down safely. That or I could just use Kara and fly Kara around, but this is cooler, I think. Doing it kind of like recklessly of sorts. Even though I know I shouldn't really do that when my life depends on it, but, you know, why not? And even if I do fall off and miss, I'll just end up bumping the ship anyway, and Kara can then come pick me up. But this shouldn't be the worst of things. And plus, I think the gravity range should extend a little bit further out than what I'm thinking anyway. So this should be a safe enough fall, I believe. Let me quickly just assess the situation. Yeah, we should be fine to fall down there, I think. All things considered. Yeah, all things considered. Okay, sweet. So, Felix, you stay there. I'll end up coming back to you in a second, and let's fly this thing to the Alpha base. and see how this thing actually handles. No, and yeah, alpha base, alpha outpost of sorts. So, very, not so much slow in its acceleration. It's not actually too bad. How many thrusters does it even have? I think it only has like 3 or 4? No, 6 actually. So there we go. Let's fly here. I'll fast forward until we get there because this will take a very long time. But yeah, see you guys in a second. Okay, here we are at Outpost Alpha. Now, I did take a little bit of damage there, kind of bumping up against the base, which I kind of really do hate, how the slightest touch can just cause something to completely dent and ruin itself. But anyways, that was rather a close park I found, a little bit angled up, but nonetheless, nothing too severe. I can probably turn off the ship right now, I don't think it's necessary to be on. I can't actually jump up inside here, god damn it. I'll have to... I can't change its gravity from here, can I? Either way, it's parked here anyway, so I'll figure something out when the time is actually needed. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back through the gate now, head all the way back to the Phoenix, which I can't actually see on my HUD anymore. I believe it's over in that direction. But anyway, let me come here, let me dial towards the Phoenix, and let me head through, and hopefully I won't die this time. But there we go, gate is now dialed up, looking good as always. Let's go through. And actually, that wasn't too bad of a teleport. That actually kind of put me right next to the gate, which is kind of nice. So yeah, here we are. We've retrieved all the ships we've needed to retrieve so far, so now we can continue our exploration throughout the galaxy and move on a little bit further here. Now, a few people have actually requested I make a Supergate, and I wanted to kind of bring this up right now since I'm now back at the Phoenix, because I was going to think about attaching a Supergate to the Phoenix, which would be a little bit stupid. It might take up too much space, or even just creating some sort of Supergate that could maybe follow me around. But a lot of people said, Korea, it's not that resource intensive. So we've actually looked at it just to see how resource intensive it actually was. It's a little bit more than I was expecting. Just in Naquita, I need 4,000. Now, keep in mind that I have built I've only managed to build 2 Stargates in the series so far, and these have required 100 Naquita each. That's 200 Naquita out of 4,000 Naquita I'd need to build the Supergate. And that's just Naquita. That's a combination of gold and a few other rare resources as well. Not really rare, but high quality resources. Amongst other things, then you got the steel plates, which aren't exactly too necessary. Not necessary, sorry, but not too expensive. Interior plates, quite a bit of that, and 4,000 construction components, 1,600 motors, and 800 power cells, which are actually quite costly to make. I will be making it, just not straight away. I think the first one I'll make will be at the main base, and then maybe I'll make one once I find a few, maybe once I get too far away and I'll need something to actually send back. Maybe even putting one at the Outpost Alpha and then one at Primetus. Maybe that will work out rather well. But anyway, let's just continue to explore. I just wanted to point out just how much that actually costs to make those gates, and that's why I haven't exactly made one just yet. So Primetus is that way, so we should be heading in that direction, I believe. A little bit further away from everything, but we should be fine anyways. So, which way are we facing now? There we go, and we should be perfectly fine to start exploring. Now, I don't think anything important really came up on the scanners. I did miss that drifting object from the last episode, but quite a few small togethers, but nothing I'm really worried about right now. And why is Primetus flashing away from me? Am I rotating? No, okay. Something's happening to the ship right now. I'm not entirely too sure what it is. But my power usage keeps going up and down, and the fact that the beacons keep moving as well. Not entirely too sure what that is. I think the ship is slowly moving, but nothing too major anyway. But yeah, so I just noticed a lot of stationary small objects. I don't really think any of them really worth paying attention to. Maybe those that oh no, there's nothing really directly in front of me. The only thing I can really think of is the 27 kilometers away, and they are just up about 45 degrees. Let's go check them out. They're stationary smalls. They can't be too big of an issue, and then we'll just continue moving on anyway. So let's head this way real quick. Once we get up some speed here. They should be facing almost directly towards me now. Wow, actually, I almost lined that up quite perfectly. So yeah, we should start seeing them rather briefly. So I'm going to fast forward till we do see them, and I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, so here we are. Here are the two very small ships. I'm not entirely sure what they are. I didn't actually see them when I flew past them, so again, they are very tiny, but who knows, they could actually be something rather worthwhile. So I'm going to quickly just use Kara here, just to quickly scout this out and to see what it is from my own point of view. Because these are definitely not hostile, so I don't even think they can be hostile. So here's one right here, and then I think there's one just above that as well, right side by side. So if it's something worthwhile, I'll be very much happy to take them. So this one right here appears to be a grinding ship of sorts, full of batteries. Yeah, it's actually a grinding ship, again, with plenty of batteries on it. Not too bad, actually. We could actually find a use for this. Got a cargo container, got a few landing pads as well. Multi-directional cameras, as well as thrusters. Obviously it needs them. But not bad. We could take that back with us. We need another grinding ship back at one of our bases. Actually, this could be the repurposed miner I was thinking of using. Because I do need a mining vessel way back at Outpost Alpha, so we might actually take that back with us. Or somehow send it through the gate. And this one over here is... What exactly are you? You're a nice shade of blue, that's for sure. You are... Are you going to be a repair ship? Are these like side-by-side repair ships? Oh no. I was going to say, it's almost similar design to the last one. Actually, it is kind of almost exactly the same as the last one, just this one has a cockpit and the other one has a battery instead. So these are like twin ships of sorts. One to repair and one to grind down stuff. Okay then, so we could actually utilize these in some way. Now, I don't think I can take them through the gate straight away. They might be able to fit through the small gap if I was to make one in the ceiling. Or even build the gate on the outside just temporarily, just to send them through to the Outpost Alpha, and then I could use them there. But, yeah, so let's see. Let's take them back with me. I'll have to obviously use the Phoenix and move the Phoenix over to position it so we can actually access them. But, still, that's kind of cool. I actually don't mind them. So what I'll do is I'll park Kara way back down here, and then I'll take the Phoenix so I can actually reach them on the hull of the ship. Or not the hull, sorry, on this platform out here. So let me just quickly park Kara in a way that's kind of out of the way. Right down here, like so. Park, dampers off, get out perfectly fine. A little bit wonky on my parking, but not really going to complain there. Let's go up and let's actually retrieve this one real quick here. Now again, I can build a gate on the outside just temporarily to allow gate travel for these vessels, which I don't think is the worst idea in the world, because that's the quick way of sending them back instead of flying them back one by one, or trying to dismantle the ship just so I can fit in a few ships on the inside. Or maybe even having a secondary gate on the outside of the ship so we can actually send through small ships. That is actually also a better idea as well. But I think right now, because I don't have the resources on me to do that, I think right now the better idea is to just put a gate temporarily on the outside of the ship. So let's go up here. Don't want to go too far. My camera gets a little funky sometimes. Can't get it the right way. There we go. Back it up. And up here we go. Now this doesn't seem to have a cockpit of its own, so we don't necessarily want the thrusters to get it either. But as long as we can access one part of it, we should be okay to turn it on and utilize it in some way. So here we go. Let's go here. Now we can nudge it, but I don't want to risk doing any damage or even pushing it away from me just yet. So we go up here. I admit, this game is so much more challenging without having a jetpack. Even though I do have other vessels I can utilize, obviously that's the thing I can do. But still, so that's that. Do you have any You do have reactors on the back that I could have used. Reactors on. Does this not actually have any energy at all? No, it's actually completely empty. So I'm gonna have to power it up with some uranium just to get it moving. Shouldn't be the worst thing in the world. We could just easily do that right now. So let me quickly put my resources back away in here anyway. We do have some scrap that needs to be processed, but we'll do that in our own time. Now we should have some uranium here as well, do we not? We have some in the large reactor, some in the small reactor as backup, and that's really about it. We'll just quickly we'll take one, because we don't necessarily need to worry about that so much. We'll power up this one. Obviously we need to power up the other one as well. Actually, how would I need to access your conveyors. Oh no, hang on. Your reactor here, there's a container, sorry. We stick you inside of here. Now hopefully... No, because it needs to be powered on before it can actually do anything. So I'll need to, hopefully, the batteries have enough charge to just power on momentarily. No, they are on. Okay, so I can't actually access the reactors to put anything inside of them just yet anyways, unless I reposition my ship around to gain access to that. So let's do that real quick here. So let's go up and around this way. And what I'm hoping this will do is give me access to what I actually need to access. That's a really weird way of doing things. Okay, so where was the actual port I used? This one right here. Oh, so I did actually... No, I didn't use that. I used the... Can I gain that back? No, I can't. I actually have to reach for it, which was right here. There we go. Grab my resources back. Now, can I should be able to access that. You'd think I would be able to anyways. The only thing I can think of doing is putting it in here and hoping that maybe it'll transfer right through to it. No, it can't either. So I'm going to have to reposition one of the reactors on it just so I can simply power it up. That, or have a connector built on here that can somehow discharge power. Which I don't think I have enough resources for even a brief connector. Actually, I have a ship that does have a connector. Can you transfer power to that ship, I wonder? Just even if it was temporary, you can still utilize that. Energy is critical, yes, well, maybe. I'll have to... Okay. Not my best idea, but it's an idea nonetheless. What I'll do is I'll move the ship away so that we have enough space to do this. Not too sure that's how power transfer works, but it should be able to charge up the battery at least, even just briefly. I should have probably kept the ship where I could actually get inside of it myself. Assault Raven, can you come back down here, please? I don't know why I disconnected you so early. I was an idiot. Bum 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 bum, ba-dum ba-dum, bum 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 bum. Okay. Inside I go. Sweet. That's good. Now I need to do this rather carefully as well, because if I risk bumping it, I risk losing the ship completely, which is the last thing I really want to do. So just enough to power it up so the reactor can then share its resources. Does this have a camera focused on its connected? No, it doesn't. So I'll have to do this all like this here. Ah, okay, fun times. Okay. That's not too bad yet. I don't think these will connect. I have a feeling because one's not powered on, it won't actually do anything. But yeah, I don't think this will do anything because it's not, again, not actually connected in such a way. Sorry, because the other one's not actually powered. I don't think I'll be able to connect it like that. But well, we can't say we didn't try. I don't usually use connectors so often, so that was an experiment of sorts for me anyway. Well, nice to know. Now I can just build a reactor on it and we should be able to power it up anyway. So much for that plan. Hey, at least we tried. Let's go back over here and we'll hark it down again. Did I even lock in there? No, I didn't. There we go. Okay, and off we get. Perfect. And now we just need to reposition ourselves once more, and we should be able to acquire this. A little bit going all over the place here just to get this thing working, but I think sending it through the gate would probably be a decent enough idea. Another thing I could do, actually, no, I probably shouldn't do that because that would give it momentum. I was thinking building a gate just on the outside and moving the Phoenix forward so it kind of pushes it through the gate. Whilst that would work, that wouldn't be the best thing to do, as it would then gain momentum and fly backwards through the ship. So what I'll do is I'll quickly disassemble you. That should give me enough resources to power it. Reactor. You're drifting, and I don't necessarily like that. Is it drifting or am I drifting? I think it's drifting. But nonetheless, here you go. Power up for a second. Slow yourself down. Are you going to slow yourself down, please? How would I go transfer me? And you should have a remote control here. Dampeners on. Wait, so it's me that's moving? I thought I turned the dampeners on. Then who's drifting? This makes no sense. Hang on, let me go back up here again. Let me at least position this thing so we can park it. I think this is the thing that's drifting, not me. But still, nonetheless, it's a little weird. Remote control. Here we go. Just want to park it just temporarily, just so I can, Okay. I mean, it's out of the road of the thrusters anyways, but I just kind of wanted to park it down just briefly so I could make sure it wasn't, No, it is actually the Phoenix that's moving, because I can see the stars in the background moving. It's kind of something I hate about having multiple ships attached to one ship. But, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly reassemble the gate over here, and then I'll fly through these ships one by one. That should be fine. I'll have to get rid of Raven for a brief moment here, just kind of move it back. So, Raven, can you... Why can't I access the... Oh, because I turned it off. I'm an idiot. Raven, can you... Let me get inside of you real quick here. Dampers off. Now, I just need to move you out of the way real quick. So... RC unit. Disconnect. Go upwards. No. Fly backwards. I need to change the RC unit. I just haven't gotten around to doing that yet. Okay. We shouldn't move too far. But we should have enough time to just move the gate around anyway. So, come with me, gate. And eventually, again, I'll probably build a second gate on the outside just so I can make sure we utilize that in some way. And that way we can at least transfer vessels that we feel like transferring through. So, Stargate... Oh, sorry, it's called Atlantis Gate, isn't it? We'll just search gate anyway and that should come up. We kind of already had one down here. Oh well, just build this real quick here. That should be good enough for us to transfer everything through. And there we go. Okay, sweet. Now you're gonna be called Phoenix, just briefly here. Phoenix. Spelled that wrong. It's always something I get wrong with the word Phoenix. Is the... Oh, God damn it. is the O and the E, as always, around the wrong way for me. Okay, Phoenix Gate, you're now the right way. Now I should be able to dial up to Outpost Alpha. Oh, Outpost A. Chevron is locked, gate is dialed. Let's get this thing through the portal here, or through the wormhole, or the gate, however you want to say it. Remote control, control, camera, release. Let's go up, and let's go through the gate. Okay. Not too hard so far. And vroom. Okay, that's through the gate. Let me go through the gate as well, just to sort it out. That's perfectly fine, but we need to reposition it anyways, just so it's out of the way when we send through the second one. So does this place actually have any connector locations? I don't think it does. This place needs one. This will be like a refueling / mining station of mine, so I will need one to be installed somewhere. But I won't do that just yet. I'll do that once I get everything through here, and that'll probably be in the next episode anyway. So I'll need to control you one more time. Not reactor, remote control. Let's quickly move you out of the way again. It's just over here. It's ever so nicely next to the big ship. I forgot what that big ship's name is actually, but it looks kind of funny from the front. Anyway, parked down here, locked in, powered off. There we go, perfect. Okay, now I just need to dial back to the Phoenix again. Dialed through, and here we are on the other side. Okay, so now we just need to acquire the second ship and send that through the gate as well. Then we could do what we were going to initially do before, but that'd be rather sketchy, and I don't want to risk losing everything to that. So Assault Raven, you can stay behind here just real briefly whilst I go pick this other ship up. This slightly annoying me that the gate is kind of off-center. Where is the other ship? Right up there. Okay, thought it was a little bit further away than, or a little bit closer than that. No biggie, we can still get Assault Raven from here anyway, so let's go up here. And slow down. I'm actually really far away. Again, the perception thing is a little thing to get used to in this game, being that we're in a 3D space and we can move around in all of those directions. But nonetheless. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Didn't really accomplish too much other than acquiring 2 small mining vessels that we can utilize on the Outpost Alpha now, or even we could have one repair and we could have one as a mining drone. I think that'll work rather well as well. But nonetheless, let me just quickly go back here and go up a little. Now this thing should be pilotable by me, so I'll just go through in one go and we should be good anyways. So here we go, we've now kind of got that close enough where we can access everything, but just to make it a little bit easier on myself, I'm going to rotate in such a way that we should be able to access both its front and its back. Like so. Okay, sweet. So, do you actually have anything inside of you in worthwhile, like, power source? No, you don't. Do your batteries have any charge? You don't have any batteries, right. Okay, yeah, no biggie. We'll just give you a small amount of power here. I was going to take it from this ship, but I kind of don't necessarily... I don't know how much power do you even have, actually. I never even thought to check that. You have 53. You have a lot more than what I have on my Phoenix right now. You can't really move that around. Hang on. Where is your... It's probably accessible only from above, isn't it? That's kind of what I was expecting. Go here like such. Oh, hang on. That was the reactor I put on it, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. I doubt that. But, hang on, there is one reactor just right above here. I think I must have done that. Maybe, I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, we'll just give it one. Again, nothing too special. Just enough to power it on. Everything. I think we do need to, yeah, we do need to readjust these again. No biggie. Too bad we can't access it all from here, but I think once we get it powered on, it should be enough to do that. I should have done that on the last one, actually. The idea I originally had, once I get this built here, I'll just quickly show you. My idea was to simply give this enough power, like so. So give it, hang on. Give it a 0.1, I guess, is enough. Once that was powered up, I was just going to put the rest of it in here and then hope that the rest of the ship would cipher through that and kind of put it where it needs to go. Which I think it's actually doing now. Yeah, it is actually doing that now. That's what I was hoping it would do before, but I didn't actually end up getting around to doing that. So, nonetheless, we'll grind this back down again here, put it back the way it was, and that was what I was going to do. Wait, did that just power down again? Thought it had enough to be powered on. Oh, probably because I had turned them off, didn't I? Hang on. Reactor on. There we go. I had it turned off momentarily. Or sorry, it was turned off by default anyways. So now I can rotate this around the right way, put it in there, and lock it in. Now it should start getting its own power as well. There we go. That was what I was originally meant to do, but I obviously messed it up in such a way. So that's good. Now we just need to dial the gate again. Let me position this in such a way where I can access it. We should be good to go. Whoa, dampeners on, my friend. You are one speedy ship. Then again, you are rather tiny, so I guess it's to be expected that you do have some speed to you. Lock it in. Let's get ready to go through the gate. And like so, chevron locked. We're ready to go. This little thing looks a little weird, but nonetheless, it's a repair ship nonetheless. And we will fix it up anyways to make it into our own purpose, our own ship of sorts. So let's head through the gate here, on the dark side of the gate. Brake, 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 brake. Perfect. Okay. Now we have two ships over here, and we can repurpose them to suit our own needs. Very nice. And down you go. Awesome. Power off. Oh, well, I meant to power off, sorry. There we go. Okay, sweet. So everything is going rather fine thus far. And again, in the next episode, I'll probably turn these over into being... I'll probably keep this one as a repair one, and then utilize this as a mining vessel of some form, which I think would work out rather fine. Or maybe even just kind of remodel it completely. Maybe even bring back Timmy. Maybe that'll be something that we can do. But anyway, I'll leave this here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I will see you guys next time, I think. Thanks for watching, everyone, and stay awesome.